funny turn of events if Real Madrid and PSG see themselves in the semifinal. Mbappe against his old team, the fucking scripts write themselves. That would be insane.
Let's get it, mi Cesar.
Let's go.
How you living?
I'm living, bro. Chilling.
Aquí estamos, está lloviendo.
Sí, llegó la llovizita, la tormenta.
Fea la tormentita. We got, maybe we could just kick it right off. We're going to go to Monterey Bay this weekend against Oakland Roots.
Against the Roots in Monterey.
Home opener.
Yep.
They played last week. They lost against San Antonio.
Yeah, 1-0. But
yeah, not too bad. But they get their home opener against the local rival. We're going to go rep. We got to rep 831, no?
Claro,
¿Qué vas a andar que Oakland Roots? No, we're not going to be repping Oakland.
Con todo respeto.
Sí.
Pero Monterey Bay FC.
That week, este sábado, all the trash talk towards Oakland Roots. Merch FC, we can call them.
Sí, hey, va a andar Jürgen Damm por ahí.
Oh, he'll be playing, huh?
Yeah.
La Gacela.
Sí.
No, I think he'll cook in USL, so it's going to be a bit scary playing against him. But no, we're going to be out there, folks. If you guys are going, if you guys are from the 831, anywhere in the area and want to hang out with us, meet us at Cardinale Stadium, se llama, ¿no? The CSUMB Stadium. Maybe we'll be a little bit peditos.
Ya saben cómo lo hacemos.
But come say what's up. It'll be a good time, and the home opener will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But what are you watching, Cesar, right now? Do you have anything on TV that you can recommend to the folks?
Currently, no. I barely have time, pero
cuando te vas a dormir, Mimi's time. You don't put something on Netflix.
Dark, no, todo dark y crash
You have a
out.
TV in the room?
No.
That's good.
Todo dark. Digo, when I'm ready to go to sleep, I just turn my phone off. Vámonos.
Sí. Pero no traes algo ni XH Derbez, La Familia Peluche. Ni...
In the background, no.
No, but you don't have a show right now.
I have a show, but I forgot what it's called. It's on Max. Like,
Get the gas and okay.
It's like, it's kind of like a fantasy, like sci-fi thing.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, it's about like, there's like multiple universes, multiple worlds, and then like you open a world, and then there's like
it's Doctor
angels
Strange.
And beings.
It's Doctor Strange.
That like, yeah, I don't know. I've never seen Doctor
I'm
Strange.
Just kidding. It's the Marvel movie. But it's not like one of the top ones. You kind of go deep into some cuts to find shows, no?
Yeah, I don't like I was watching that Apple TV show on the guy from Star Wars, the older dude.
Older dude from Star Wars.
Yeah.
¿Quién chingados será?
Marshall, do you know Marshall from?
Yeah, your thing is Shrinking.
Esa mera.
Yeah.
My parents are watching that one.
They have it Spanish dubbed?
Yeah.
Nice.
Apple TV has a whole bunch of languages.
Yeah, it's dope. I didn't know that they did the dub for it though. But so you tried watching that, como que no pegó, but your family loves it. It's like a good feel good.
Yeah,
no?
My dad just watches it and like hella shit's happening in the house because
just in the background. He's like,
and then he's still watching it, and I was like, bro, like you need to listen to the dialogue. Like, what's going on here? He's like, no, I like it.
No, parents just like the fucking motions. My dad's watching some like Turkish novela right now. He's been watching it for like 2 years.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Where? En qué?
I think it's on YouTube, and now he's got it on his little cajita.
Hey, let's go.
But no, he has a good ass time, and he says he's learning Turkish or something. But
let's get it.
I doubt he even knows what's happening, other than like from the killing and stuff. He's like, okay, piece it together.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm watching Severance on Apple TV Plus.
Oh, I watched
Not
that
a sponsor.
first episode y tampoco como que didn't catch my attention.
So we watched the first episode because it came out 3 years ago, the first season. There's 2 seasons. 3 years ago, we watched the first episode y me quedé dormilón like 20 minutes in, like twice trying to watch it. It couldn't catch my attention. And then we ended up just rewatching it pretty recently because everyone's hyping it up right now for the second season. And it really picks up. It's a really good show. I highly recommend it. If you guys haven't seen it already, Apple TV Plus. It's a really good show. It's one of the most hyped shows out right now, along with White Lotus. I'm watching White Lotus right now too. Yeah, White Lotus is so good. Okay. That's on HBO. White Lotus is like the hotel staff at a place and families that go to like this resort. everything just goes wrong for everybody. And then they do that in different seasons in different locations, supposedly different chains of the hotel. And shenanigans ensue. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Those are my two.
I need to watch the second one, until the third one. But they're not related, right? You said?
They're not related, but in the third one, they're trying to do a little something.
Oh, okay.
But it's not like one of those, like, you should pay attention, like, to the little things. Severance, you do.
Okay.
Severance, como que pedacera de todos lados. It's almost trying to be, it's almost like a Black Mirror type of thing.
Oh. The one that I'm waiting for the new episodes to come out is Silo. Have I told you about it?
The whole new season's about to... No, ya se acabó, no?
Yeah, ya se acabó.
My coworker was telling me about it today.
Pero sale, I think at the end of this year, sale the next season.
Oh, and that's like the final one.
The third season. I don't know if it's the final one or not. But
I heard it's good, though.
Can't wait for that one to come out, bro.
Sheesh.
So highly recommend that one. Esa sí las puedo decir.
I heard that one's a good one. Some good recommendations for you guys, folks. We got a jam-packed agenda for you guys. Episode 142. It truly is jam-packed. As you guys can tell, I have my Chivas jersey. Cesar has the America jersey. Stay tuned to the end of the podcast. We'll be talking all that smack about what happened in the first two matches. I have a little bit to be happy about.
Disfrútalo.
We're not going to be talking about the third match, folks. Maybe I'll cut in a bit from the third match because right after this is when the match is happening, today being Wednesday. So we're going to actually be jumping on a YouTube live. So either stay tuned for the post video of that, or I'll try to pull it in to this exact video so you guys can see our thoughts after el más decisivo, no?
Yeah, dude. This is going to be the good one.
It's going to be good, but we're going to be on live. And come on and join us. Follow us on YouTube, folks, so you guys know when we are. But everything, Champions League, Premier League, La Liga, CONCACAF Champions Cup, Liga MX, the 8x8 right now.
8x8.
There's a little bit of everything happening right now.
And we're loving it, every second of it.
So we don't even got time for ni White Lotus, ni nada. Puro pinche food. All right, let's get right into it. Let's start with the Champions League. Yesterday, the biggest news, Liverpool, everyone's saying the best team in the world, taken down. PSG, Paris Saint-Germain did the unthinkable. They couldn't score at home in Paris, but they did get the one goal that they needed in Anfield. And then Liverpool couldn't score there. And así fue. They go into penalties, some heroics. Let's get right into it. Cesar, what do you think of taking down this giant?
I thought it was really surprising from this PSG squad. Because after that first game, we were all like, ¿qué chingados están haciendo? Es lo mismo de PSG de siempre. Yo le eché bien mucho a Donnarumma diciéndole, yo, Donnarumma cannot let that goal in if he wants to be considered like world-class goalkeeper. And yeah, so when I was watching this game, I was like, yo, is like Liverpool really just not going to score? Is Liverpool really just, where's Mo Salah? Where's Darwin? Where is Luchito? Where is Diogo Jota?
Yeah.
Like, where are these players? Y si no están ellos, a veces sale Virgil van Dijk, a veces sale Trent Alexander-Arnold.
I mean, last match we saw Connor Bradley, or what's Harvey Elliott come through last match.
Because this Liverpool is just like was really good. Like we thought they were top of the Premier League with some pretty wide margin. Like, how are they not beating this PSG squad who's consistently struggled in Champions League?
No, yeah, and I mean, they still seem to have struggled. It was only one goal in those 180 minutes, but the good thing for them was that Liverpool couldn't show their class as well to only be able to score one goal in those same 180 minutes. A whole bunch to talk about here. A lot of people calling out Mo Salah for ghosting in both of these matches. People saying now that Mo Salah just eliminated himself from the Ballon d'Or conversation after not being able to win this Champions League, win a cup. All right, because a lot of people, mainly directly Jamie Carragher, saying that his contributions at AFCON have no real meaning at all. So now even less with the Champions League trophy out the window. Do you think Mo Salah still has a chance, or do you think he's basically out the door?
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to have like good arguments for Mo Salah. Yes, you can win Premier League. Yes, you can do really well. But we've consistently seen Ballon d'Or players do more than just their domestic league, right?
Yeah.
Like if
even Haaland doesn't win it with cups from everywhere, right? If he
Yeah.
doesn't do that, then what's going on here?
Yeah, what's going on? It's Mo Salah needed all of these trophies as much as he can get because you have players like Rafinha, you have players like Vinny, right, Mbappe, who can come in and just Real Madrid we know can win whatever they can turn it on whenever they want, right? And yeah, he should have done more. He should have won. He should have done better this Champions League if he really wanted a real shot.
Yeah, I honestly think he took himself out of the running. I hated the conversation before about like whether AFCON was good enough or not. I thought it's the best that you can do in your confederation. Yes, it's huge and there's great competition, and he doesn't have the best team. He has to carry the team for everything that he's done with them. But now without Champions League, I think that gets a lot more difficult, especially if one of the other contenders wins it.
Correct.
If Barcelona or Real Madrid win it, some of those players are going to have great international windows too, and they'll have great domestic leagues as well, right? The La Liga champion might win Champions League as well, so those things together might be to his detriment. Give me your front runner for Ballon d'Or as of right now.
For me, it has to be Rafinha.
Think so?
Yeah, I think for me, Rafinha has been doing amazing with Barcelona. Since the start of the season, he's been consistent. He's been clinical when he needs to be. That last game, the one where they played where he smashed it in between like players' legs and it went in. Mm-hmm. The one last week, it was against Benfica last week when they went down to like 10 men. It's like moments like that show you that this guy's got it. This guy maybe can win it. And I think he's a front runner, especially with Barcelona how they're doing. Lamine Yamal is balling out. That whole Barcelona team seems solid. And they have a good route to get into the final. So if Barcelona managed to win it, he's for sure gonna win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, especially if they win La Liga too.
Yeah,
if they win both, I think it's a guarantee that somebody from that squad would win it. And then I think he's the one leading the charge. I think Lamine Yamal is maybe a bit too young for it. I think there's even argumentos if he has a great and all the qualifiers that they're gonna have with Brazil. If he can carry that squad and especially maybe beat an Argentina side along the way, I think he'll have all the arguments that he needs to be able to win Ballon d'Or.
Barcelona is in the Club World Cup?
No, just Madrid de la Liga, no. You mentioned Donnarumma, so let's get right into that. They go into penalties, and then Donnarumma saves 2 out of the 4 penalties that were taken. The Liverpool, right after you had some very strong words that you needed more from him, that we thought he was a big prodigy with his big Euros win, right? And when he was younger, he looked so amazing. Did he shut you up, or did you change your opinion? What do you think of his performance?
I think he needs more performances like this, right? He needs... it's a big thing to come up in penalties because the goalkeeper is at a huge disadvantage when it comes to penalties. So, mis respetos para él por este juego. Quiero más. I want more from him in these sort of games, especially in Champions League. Being able to put the team on your back and say, you know what, guys, I got us. Like, that's the type of player that's the type of goalkeeper that we would define as world class. I still think that the goal he let in against Liverpool at home was way too easy. And I've talked to other goalkeepers, other coaching goalkeepers that I know, and they said the same thing. It's like if you have any hand on it, like you need to carry it away. So it wasn't just my opinion. It wasn't just me hating. That's kind of why I reached out. I was like, hold on. Like, maybe I'm just a hater. Let me talk to these guys. But I mean, he coming up big here puts PSG in a really good position to just keep moving forward in this competition. And low-key, they might make it to the final if si hacen las cosas bien. We'll see how they do, but overall, sí me cayó la boca por esta vez.
No, for sure. And good mention, Luis Enrique. A lot of people calling him out for the progress that he's made with this team. Losing Neymar, losing a Messi, losing an Mbappe, losing all of these superstars. But having a squad full of youngsters, I think they mentioned he had like 8 under like 25 or something like that. He has Barcola, he has Joao Neves, he has freaking Vitinha, Dembele, who's one of the most veterans there. But a whole bunch of younger names, fresher names. that I think work better together than that Mbappe-led squad, which were individual superstars, right? And getting more out of that. But in all honesty, I see that happening, like not as a surprise, because we know Luis Enrique is all about the teamwork. La entrega for the team, the giving, the tiki-taka entre ellos mismos, right? And when you don't have that, when you have to play towards Messi, towards Neymar, towards Mbappe, I can see that that's maybe not what he needed exactly. And now he has a whole bunch of youngsters that'll do whatever he says.
Yeah.
And
especially after this game.
And right? It's working.
Yeah, and especially after this game, those three midfielders that you mentioned are like work machines. And they've been working great with him. And it would be a really like funny turn of events if Real Madrid and PSG see themselves in the semifinal. Para que Mbappe against his old team, the fucking scripts write themselves. That would be insane.
It would be insane.
So yeah, this Luis Enrique squad ganándole a Liverpool, yeah, con eso se tiene más respeto, and I bet you other teams will take notice and respect them
for sure
a bit more.
I honestly don't see a hole in this squad. I think this is probably one of the probably the most complete squad now, especially after seeing some of their stronger performances. But that back line looks super strong. Marquinhos looks super solid as a leader back there. William Pacho is a baller. We all know that. But Nuno Mendes has been called one of the best left wingers in the world at 22 years old. Hakimi, we all know he basically is the best right back in the entire world. But Barcola up top, Dembele up top, Kvaratskhelia, when he does well, one of the best up top. And then, like you mentioned, a really strong workhorse mid three. Like, no le veo de donde against a lot of these teams. And now they play Aston Villa. I don't think they have any chance.
Yeah, it's going to be a tall task for Aston Villa. They've been struggling recently in Premier League. So, yeah, we're going to have to see against a very inspired PSG how they do. If they're able to crack down take over that center midfielder, the center mid, he wear him down.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think Aston Villa has to play one of those perfect games and hope that PSG doesn't. They did win 6-1, but nobody watched that match, so we'll just move it right along. But they do play PSG. The first matches of the next round are April 8th. So we got a cool little bit less than a month for that. On the other side of the coin, yesterday we did have Barcelona versus Benfica. Your Barcelona. Pretty overpowering performance, I would say. They won 3-1. 4-1 in the aggregate. I thought it was going to be a lot closer. I thought Benfica would fire like they did in their group stage match where they ended up losing 4-3. Barcelona came back with all the firepower. But no, desde el principio, Rafinha with the goal. Otamendi snapped back with the header. But then Lamine Yamal had that fucking worldie of a... That's not fair, man. Like,
it was way too crisp, bro. If the goalie blocked that, I would have been so upset, bro.
But he was like he obviously hustled out to get the ball almost out, right? Walked it in, and then like you see some players with their shots, especially curlers, they try se le ve las ganas to like, he effortlessly just like. And the keeper had no chance.
No chance.
It was like a floater in practice, like a...
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know how more perfect you can hit that. It was just effortlessly just done up in the top left corner. It was insane. I wish I would have been there live because that was beautiful.
Imagine being the keeper, front row seat to that. You just... Wait, no lo alcanzo. Imagine how at 17 years old have you practiced that much? Like, I get it. The best talent in the world, and we've seen it with Messi when he was 15, 16, 17. It's just unreal that these kids are that good. How do you I understand sometimes pure talent, but like how at 17 years old are you able to just know that you could do that and just hit it como si nada, way? Yeah. You probably had like a total of less than like 500 total practices in your life. like you're not old.
Yeah.
Pero he's doing things other players that are 30 don't even dare try.
It's insane, bro. And like you said, it's only 17, so nos va a regalar muchas más de esas, and bro, it's exciting.
For sure. Rafinha capped it off, but at that point, Benfica kind of had given up already. I think they They could have come out stronger. Maybe Bruno Lage didn't game plan it that well, but this Barcelona seemed really motivated after the loss that they had in their medical staff over the weekend, their doctor passing away, and then getting a rest. I mean, everyone was nice and ready, no stress on their bodies, being able to basically give it their all in these 90 minutes, and they did.
They sure did. Pincho Szczesny didn't have to do much.
No hizo nada. But yeah, that brings your Barcelona to play Dortmund.
Who beat Lille? Jonathan David, did you see Hercules Gomez's pinche tweet? He's always hyping him up.
Called him the best forward in CONCACAF, right?
Which is debatable, but hey, he has some good arguments. Yeah, they played today. Lille lost 2-1 against Dortmund with that Jonathan David goal. Dortmund slowly but surely back in like the top 4. What is it? Top 8.
Yeah, Dortmund siempre seguro in Champions League that they'll move on. But I don't see any strength in them, honestly. No le tengo mucho miedo. Lille tampoco. I mean,
yeah,
I think they just got really good draw to play each other. The same way Aston Villa, I don't think the 6 goals really says anything about it against Brujas. Brujas was playing on borrowed time at that point. Yesterday, we also got Feyenoord getting eliminated. Santi Jimenez's old squad. I don't really have too many notes, but Robin Van Persie is their new coach.
Yeah.
And it really makes me wonder, like, what ruined it for Feyenoord? Was it Arne Slot leaving? And he was that good of a coach, and that's why he's so good at Liverpool? Was it all of the freaking players that they took away from them? They took away Szymanski. They took away Santi Jimenez. They took away Gertruda, or whatever the hell that one dude's name was.
El Cocu también.
Oh, yeah. That one I thought was humongous.
Yeah.
Cocu was a baller. And
balling out, yeah.
Yeah, he's still pretty good at Benfica, but I mean, they needed him. But yeah, Feyenoord ganó, pero para la casa. Inter Milan plays a Bayern, who yesterday beat Leverkusen handily 2-0. I didn't even watch that match. It was
but I saw that pinche Davies también metió gol.
El Davies, yeah. Pues sí.
That was flying.
He's quietly under the radar, staying like relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really...
Keeping his stock up.
For a while, we're like, he's miles ahead, best CONCACAF player ever, right? But now he's just like, quitoy.
Ever's kind of crazy, but yeah, I get you.
I mean, it might be. I mean, ¿quién más ha jugado Bayern? Today, we had my Arsenal versus PSV, 9-3. I don't really have too much to call out there. Arsenal played with a mixture of some bench and some starters. PSV had an even matchup today, so that made it kind of fun. But I didn't even watch it because everyone was watching Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid.
I sure was.
El derby madrileño.
El recibimiento de Atletico Madrid fans is insane. Did you see?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I feel bad for the horses. You seen the police people on horses?
Oh, and all that smoke, you're saying?
Yeah, and they're like straight up fucking fireworks.
The horses got it, bro.
The horses are like... See, hasta yo hearing it through headphones, I'm like,
But I'm just in awe porque it's completely different atmosphere a lo que hemos mirado. At least I haven't here in the States.
Oh, of course.
Imagine being their way, like
that.
No manches.
Bro, if they did that here in the States, imagine going to PayPal and people had that environment, people would get arrested.
Pinche Karen would arrest me.
They should do that in that earthquakes way, though. Like, it's kind of like small and like para entrar al estadio, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like the walkway from the parking lot in. They like should
que todos se alineen al fondo y todos caminen juntos. ¿Verdad?
Yeah, or like when the team bus shows up, because that's way before the game starts and there's already people there.
Yeah. Right?
Maybe if they put bars around there.
You
go early and las chelux.
Yeah, con energía.
And then when the team bus passes, pues ya todos se ponen ahí. Hasta yo agarro un flare.
It'd be so cool if like Earthquakes was able to do all that stuff.
Any MLS team.
Yeah, true, any.
But yeah.
Que dejen el ambiente, cabrones.
Easy. We had a 2-1 Real Madrid lead before this match. And here in El Metropolitano, Atletico Madrid get a first-minute goal within, I think it was like 20 seconds, no?
Jesus Christ. Yo no lo miré. It was way too early. Mine was still loading.
The goal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was They basically brought it back around to the back line, wrapped it around, and then I forgot who the left center back is. I think it might have been Lenglet. Entre bolas with the forwards, kind of a couple of rebounds. They get a ball wide, negative cross.
Oh, because they started with the ball.
Yeah.
So la pasaron para atrás, Lenglet le corrió y sopas.
Lenglet sent it over.
Oh, okay,
and then I think Julian Alvarez got it kind of wide, sends a negative ball in. Somebody tries to get a finish on it, pero le sale medio taquito. And le cayó a Connor Gallagher and just blasts it home right in front of the goal. In like 30 seconds, bro. Imagine Metropolitano was on fire.
Yeah.
Pero de ahí no pudieron hacer nada. They had their chances. Julian Alvarez had a couple that...
También Simeone had one that I saw. I was going to say, pinche Vinny had that PK that he missed, that he skied.
Vinny had a PK. I didn't see the foul, but I heard it was pretty clear que Lenglet sí lo achó. And then Vinny and Mbappe were fighting over who to take it, no?
I only saw when Vinny got the ball and was setting it.
Mbappe usually takes them.
True.
But Vinny takes it, he misses it, and then Ancelotti takes him out 5 minutes before penalties at the end.
Oh, true.
He subbed him out for Endrick, who Endrick didn't even get to shoot one, so I don't know what's going on there, doctor. ¿Qué pasó? Falta de confianza, una regañada, jalada de orejas. Hey, you missed that one earlier, so don't you dare even think you're going to be in those.
Damn. I don't know. I'll take it. If he does do that, con todo respeto, él es el maestro.
Ancelotti.
Yeah.
No, pues sí. And they stayed like that 1-0, which led to a 2-2 draw. They go into penalties, and that's when the drama starts, if there were any more. Mbappe scores his penalty, Senzo blocked the wrong way. Sorloth has a really solid, strong kick.
That's a perfect penalty.
Ese güey parece X-Men.
Sí, güey.
Out there, not the Juggernaut, but the dude que se hace steal. No me acuerdo. I love X-Men, but I don't remember what his name.
I know what you're talking about.
But he está bien pinche grandote. And then Jude Bellingham sends Oblak the wrong way as well. Y de ahí empieza el desmadre. Julian Alvarez tries to take one, slips,
sí.
puts it away, up like one of those like al pinche al techo. And then you just see Jude and folks being like two to the ref, meaning that he touched it twice, which would mean invalid, a miss, basically a missed penalty, and the rest checked in within like 5 seconds. They're like super quick. They didn't even announce it. I think that's one of the biggest things. They didn't say it to the fans, to the stadium, like in Liga MX, but porque tenemos la tecnología más avanzada en el mundo. No, they didn't say anything. They just had right after him was Fede Valverde went. They were just like, hey, take it. That one, nope.
Nada, vámonos.
And then Fede scored it.
Yeah, a note about Fede Valverde. He's the only player I would like to have in Barcelona and en América donde sea.
Cálmate.
Ese jugador, he's a fucking really good player.
And everyone else just sucks.
Yes. Did you see how he took it? Y con unas ganotas.
Con unas pinches.
Se dio en el pecho y todo. Una celebración.
Es uruguayo.
Pero esa pasión.
La garra charrúa.
Esa garra, esa pasión. Lo quiero en mi equipo, cabrones. He's the only player of Real Madrid I'd ever want.
No, he's a freaking monster.
Dude, con todo respeto.
That's it todo. Like whatever you need, whatever job.
Yeah.
Yo se lo hago. But yeah, like I said, nobody even noticed. Me watching it, I didn't even notice it was 3-1, like with the Julian Alvarez miss until after Fede scored it. And I was like, cabrón, they're in the hole.
Yeah.
Damn. And then Angel Correa scored his. Lucas Vazquez gave Atletico Madrid some life. Super soft penalty.
Dude, that shit was funny to me.
Eres
el capitán.
Con el gafete de capitán.
Y con esos churritos que hiciste, no manches, güey, quítatelo y salte tú. Vete a las duchas de una vez ya.
No, Ancelotti after the game probably came up with some scissors like, give me that shit back, bro.
Ni no te lo voy a dar,
A la banca te vas otra vez. He came off the bench.
Yeah, true.
He didn't start as captain. And then Marcos Llorente la caga.
He only got a 10 to miss it. Did you see that fool was hella orange?
He's so orange. Parece like he's a Jersey Shore guy.
Yeah, dude.
Like, no, hombre, ese güey, yo creo, se mete más al tanning bed que al practice. Ex Real Madrid también, so tuvo que hacer el círculo. to come back.
That's even worse.
Le hizo la maldad. I know it kind of makes you think like, hey, ¿dónde traes la lealtad?
Sí, cuidaba a la esposa, porque no.
No, but with that, Real Madrid moves on. A whole bunch of confusion at the end, and people were like, "What the? You guys really didn't give us that goal?" I think a lot of people were upset about the lack of transparency, no announcement about what happened.
So Real Madrid fans were still upset about that.
No, not Real Madrid fans, Atletico fans for sure.
We're
I mean, on Twitter, everyone's upset that they marked it two touch or whatever, but también everyone's like, bro, I didn't even know what the hell happened. Like you blinked and then all of a sudden they took that goal away and then Real Madrid won all of a sudden, right?
Oh, that Julian Alvarez, they took it away?
Yeah, it didn't count.
Oh shit! All of this time I thought it was good.
No, that's what I'm telling you.
Que no era nada.
No es gol.
Oh my god.
No es gol. So it was 2-1 when it should have been 2-2. Right?
Yeah.
And then Fede,
you're right. I was confused at the moment.
And then Fede Valverde scores 3-1.
I know. Bro, no he dormido por eso.
And that shit's, I mean, a lot of people didn't catch it either, didn't get that part, but that's why they need to be like Liga MX and jump on the loudspeaker.
Dude, I'm so dead.
But,
Pinche Real Madrid again.
But then people start analyzing the play and everyone's like, dude, in the slowest of motions, no se ve que la toca con los dos pies, right? You know, sometimes you slip and you just straight up like,
yeah, you
chop
see
it crazy. Yeah. No se ve mucho, pero sí se resbaló. He slipped really. So did Angel Correa. But he didn't hit it he for sure didn't. But supposedly in the smallest of the brushiest of the molecules of the que le sopló la pelota with the other one. So they marked it. And CBS Sports, Kate Abdo and them, they called in like a rules expert. And she said that supposedly they have extra angles for penalty kicks for VAR that they don't show on the TV. And that there's ball technology that tells you impacts.
Oh, wow. Pero almost there's confusion in that because it was all done so quickly.
It was done really quick versus like having the ref go to a TV and like look at it himself. So somebody else made the decision that it was good, that it was a double hit or whatever. But then on top of that, a lot of people are like, I'm looking at the video and I don't see it.
Yeah.
¿Qué onda?
Yeah, they should have, if you do have that impact technology, it should come out on TV or in the stadium para que todos miren que eso es lo que pasó.
They show them drawing it, right, on the screen, on the Premier League. Like on the big screen at the stadiums, they'll show the guys being like, offsides. They might need to now for sure because everyone's probably going to be screaming for more transparency. And the same lady, the rules lady, was saying that there's a possibility that throughout the week that they might release it, just to be like, just because everyone's kind of up in arms about it. But even with that, Real Madrid gets to move on and they play against my Arsenal de mi corazón. We get El Real Madrid in quarterfinals.
Pónganse a rezar, cabrones.
Arsenal?
Sí.
Ahora sí, ya crees que están muy difíciles el Real Madrid, ¿no?
Oh, so you think you guys have a chance?
I think Arsenal has a chance for sure. And they play early April, the second week of April. And Bukayo Saka is supposed to be back early April. So I think
Una vez ya le están echando esteroides ahorita ya, cabrón.
I think Arsenal for sure has a chance, especially with the style of plays. It might switch. It might get Real Madrid off guard. I know we don't have a 9, but if those style of plays just work, Arteta ball might be able to be something that could be a kryptonite for Real Madrid. The big question is going to be, is like an Odegaard going to show up? Can we get a goal, sneak a goal from like a Merino? Trossard, can you be on it? Martinelli coming back from an injury. Nwaneri is back from an injury too. So like,
your defense can't make any mistakes. They have to play a perfect game. Yeah, Raya has to be on it as well.
I have faith that Gabriel Magalhaes will stop Mbappe.
Can you guys get a goal from a corner?
They need to introduce La Liga to the set piece magic.
Por favor.
I think if they're gonna have to get a set piece goal. But yeah, if they can get Bukayo Saka back in somewhat good form off the bench, and he can make some some differences in there. I think it'll be a really interesting series. And Real Madrid got exposed today in that goal that they got scored on today. It was so easy, that long ball that Clement sent over. You look and he sends it not even all the way to the back line, but like in between the mid and the defenders. You're 15 seconds in and there's a humongous gap between your mids and they're all running towards the ball. All three of them. Modric, Tchouaméni, and Jude Bellingham. All three of them are like running at the ball towards their own goal. I'm like, dude, that's your position. You should. One of you guys should have been there, but they all pressed.
Yeah.
You like I think Cholo Simeone knew what they were gonna do and just perfectly hit it on the first play.
Yeah, that's buenísima.
Yeah, so if Arsenal can expose some of that weak defending, the weak form that Madrid has sometimes, we have a shot.
Va a estar bueno. You said April 8th?
April 8th is theirs.
Sheesh.
Va a estar bueno. So yeah, Madrid, Arsenal, PSG, Aston Villa, Bayern, Inter, Barcelona, Dortmund. Give me your four super quick. Barcelona, Dortmund.
Barcelona.
Bayern, Inter.
Okay.
Madrid, Arsenal.
Madrid.
PSG, Aston Villa.
PSG.
Who wins it all?
Barcelona.
Oh, contra PSG, you think?
Oh, it'll be good contra PSG.
You think they'll be Madrid?
Yeah.
Okay. I think my Arsenal will come through. PSG, I think Bayern, I think Barcelona, I think a PSG will be Arsenal. That's a complete team. I think Barcelona will beat a Bayern. And ahí está bueno, PSG, Barcelona. I think it's going to be tough. I'm telling you this, I see this PSG being the most complete team.
You think it's their year to win the whole thing?
Yeah, and I would love that to be the story. I mean, this story of a team being better than individuals. I love it. And I'm a big Luis Enrique fan. I love his style of play.
Yeah, I mean, this is the only year, and this is a hot take for me, that if PSG win it, con todo respeto, and the storyline as well.
All right, folks, let's bring it on to the Premier League. Liverpool is definitely on a run there. They are not eliminated by any means like in Champions League. That gives me a little bit of happiness. They're basically ready to win it. 15 points ahead now after Arsenal dropped points. We could start there. Arsenal dropped points 1-1 versus United.
Yeah, I saw that.
A lot of people making a lot of noise because they're saying that Arsenal is not even good enough to play the likes of a United. How can they be title contenders? This squad is just really rough.
But
I think one good point to bring up is that I think Manchester United just knows how to play against an Arsenal. A lot of pundits calling out that United knows how to play against bigger teams because se dejan atrás, everyone drops back, and then they play the counter, and there's no pressure on them.
Exactly.
But you play a Leicester and you struggle because you have to do
tú
it.
Tienes que ser el protagonista, como dicen.
And they don't know how to.
And ahí es donde se achican. I just think of a Bruno Fernandes, and I think of un guy que isn't going to go and do it all himself. He's going to wait until he has the opportunity, like you said, on a counter or somewhere where he can be like that annoying person that's going to make your life miserable against these bigger teams. I didn't see the game, but I just know United can be that team that just holds back y a lo que nos salga, y si nos sale algo bueno. Y Arsenal had a blunder in the back.
It was on a free kick, the goal, but Arsenal had almost 70% possession the whole game, dominating them, had them on their back foot, killing them, and then they get one foul right outside of the box, and Bruno Fernandes gets a screamer of a goal, which a lot of people are blaming it on Raya.
Yeah, I saw that. So, donde estaba mal posicionado el Raya.
It was one of those, me tiro por tirarme.
Oh, como
Osvaldito. Like who?
Como el Guacho in Puebla.
Yeah. Something like that. But a lot of people also calling out that the ref apparently gave 11 feet and something when it's 9-11, no? It's basically 10 pasos, because 9-11 is basically.
Right, yeah.
So it's basically 10 steps, but this was closer to 11 feet of distance. I think it was a lot of people just kind of coping on Twitter. But they were saying that
that's a wild coping mechanism.
The wall,
to say that
the wall was a bit too far for our liking, and it shouldn't have been.
Pues díganle a los Arsenal players que inch up, como sabes.
I know that's what a lot of people in the comments are saying. Like, bro, everyone inches up, so why don't they inch up more or something? Pero también, if you got to inch up just to be where you're supposed to be, pues está cabrón. Así no es la
Where you're
vida.
supposed to be, where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, but I mean, we can't.
Either way, Arsenal should have won this match.
Yeah.
Me digas lo que me digas, Arsenal should have beat this Manchester United, who's sitting 14 with 34 points. Like, you need to win these games. You need to see if there's any remote possibility that you're gonna win the Premier League. You need to get all the points possible.
Yeah, I think this United just knows how to really frustrate Arsenal, give them all the play that they want. Way, si tú quieres, haz todo tu tiki-taka, yeah, but you're not coming over here. And that's just what they do, and it works against them versus compared to like other stronger teams.
Those corner kick set pieces.
Bro, those at the end of the day, like, if you defend well, like, the ball in the air can only go a certain way, right? Like, if you defend it well, you're fine. At a certain point, people will figure out how to stop set pieces, and it sounds like they kind of are now. And I think Maradona famously said it about Luis Enrique or about Guardiola ball, that their game is beautiful, right? But if the goals were in the corners, they'd win every single match, right? But the goal's not there. Está ahí en el medio, cabrón. And you got to go to it. And if Arsenal no propone nada to like aggressively go towards it, then you're not going to win. And that's what happened here. They had to be saved by late game heroics of Declan Rice, who's been coming up big.
Yeah, he scored today as well.
He's one of the ones that at the end of his career or the end of his tenure with Arsenal, I'm going to have to apologize for. Because I would always give Pedrito, shout out Pedrito, a bunch of shit because he would call him like that he was going to be the best six that Arsenal's ever seen, that the world's ever seen. And he low-key is a really strong midfielder. Like probably the best six in the league, no?
Yeah, I would think
six.
So as well.
Like,
pure six.
I mean, Liverpool doesn't really have one, I guess.
Tonali's pretty good, though.
No, Tonali. All right, folks. Let's keep it on moving. We'll go back to Liverpool. They were down 1-0 against last place Southampton. And there was a little bit of drama because Darwizzi got a yellow card on una entrada dura, when he could have gotten a red card. And then after that, he scores one, but Liverpool gets their 3 goals. It was inevitable. Even with 10, it was probably going to be inevitable.
Yeah.
But a lot of people making that noise that, hey, no me la ayuden. No necesitan ayuda. They're good. Maybe we're looking a bit too into it.
Yeah, I mean, necesitaban ayuda. No, pero they got Mo Salah. Mo Salah came in big. 2 penalties. Núñez, he should have scored today, pero I mean, a lo mejor el único gol que tenía this week was over the weekend.
I'm dead.
So yeah, I mean, overall, just Southampton, así como subió, va a bajar, unfortunately, igual como Leicester and Ipswich.
All of them.
It's just, it was a really tough year for those 3. And, I mean, the Premier League no perdona. Si no estás preparado, adiós, y ya nos miramos, try again next year.
Last year, all 3 went down.
Yeah.
También.
Lutoncitos, ¿quién más?
Lutoncitos, Burnley.
Oh, yeah.
And Leeds.
Oh, yeah, Leeds.
The same 3 that had gone up. I think if we look historically at Nottingham Forest, a Bournemouth, who else? Fulham came up a while back. But, like, these teams heavily invest the moment that they get up there, right? We were making jokes about Nottingham Forest a couple of years ago that they were, no hombre, parecían
money machines, bro, just printing. Vámonos, compra
it looked like
compra
they had,
otro.
Yeah, it looked like they had these players on layaway or something. Like, no hombre, cambiaban every week. All of a sudden, you're like, who's that guy? Who's that? Who?
Yeah, the goalie. Remember, Navas was there. Like, what the fuck?
All of a sudden, Navas was there, and then all of a sudden, Matt Turner was there. And then I don't even know who it is now. Like, it was crazy what they were doing.
Cells, con todo respeto, Cells.
It was just crazy how much movement they had. But in all honesty, that was the investment that they needed. And now look at them. We'll move right into them. They're in 3rd place and solidly in 3rd place, 2 points ahead of Chelsea. We were all joking around, not even including them in our top 4, not even mentioning them in the conversation.
Yeah.
But they said, aquí estamos, cabrón.
Y aquí nos vamos a quedar.
They beat City 1-0.
They beat him 1-0. Y again, that Nottingham Forest, donde no deja pasar nada. Llegaron ahí. Milenkovic doing really well. Williams, Aina, Sells. Sells, yeah. I have him, bro, in FPL.
That's why you like him. That's why you
Still not doing well in FPL, but we take it. But yeah, I mean, overall, this team, Nuno Espiritu Santo, has been able to make wine with these guys que ya estaban medio pasadones como el Wood.
Yeah, Chris Wood did you guys dirty at Newcastle. Like, no le fue muy bien.
Sí, pero I mean, I'm glad he's doing well now, and I'm glad it's somebody else other than the usual suspects like the Chelseas, like Manchester United. I know they have been shit for a couple of years, but
yeah,
you know, Nottingham Forest doing this well. Bendita Premier League, cabrones.
No, for real. And I mean, we're even seeing new names in Champions League with Aston Villa now, right? Aston Villa is also one of the newly promoted teams, less than a decade ago. So we see the investments paying fruit there. And just I think the amount of talent that these teams can bring in, fresh blood, fresh ideas as a new team. And then we're seeing the likes of, like you mentioned, Tottenham. We're seeing Chelsea. We're seeing United just al sótano. Let's go. If you're not, if you're just gonna spend money on away, pues it's not gonna work for you.
No, and I mean Brighton. Brighton's been doing the good past few years, spending well, using a lot of their resources into like software to find the right players.
Yeah,
and turning them over like they did with your boy, el silver hair fox. ¿Cómo se llama el güey?
Trossard. Con todo respeto, es un baller. No, Trossard low-key fucking catfished us at Arsenal, man. He was such a stud, and I would talk about him all the time here. I love that dude at Brighton. Con su pinche. Ya ni se halla el solo.
No.
We need them to find him. A veces, like, no, Brighton Trossard is what Arsenal needs right now, and it's not Brighton Trossard. And I don't know if he's drinking too much of the Kool-Aid, the Arteta ball. Quítale los shackles, vámonos.
Sí, déjalo hacer lo que a él le gusta, gambetear, llevarse uno, llevarse a otro y hacerla todo él.
Disfrutar la vida, el foot. Tell me, Cesar, is it Jover in the league?
It's 10 weeks, faltan 10 juegos. I think it's over. I'm 90% sure it's Jover. But, I mean, Liverpool just got knocked out. Maybe they go on a bad run. Let's say they lose 4 or 5 out of the next 10. Can Arsenal win the rest? I don't know.
I mean, yeah. The way that I see it the most is that they're just going to have more time and effort and rest to not drop any points. But we'll see. All right, we're short on time, so let's get it, folks. Moving it on to La Liga, where it's actually interesting. Premier League isn't that interesting anymore. We're figuring out top 4 positions, top 5 technically for Champions League, and that's basically it. Bottom 3 are gone, and first place is basically set. But in La Liga, we got 3. Barcelona didn't play over the weekend, like we mentioned, because they lost a loved one there with their team doctor. Madrid, they beat Rayo Vallecano in a really tight one, so they're tied for first place with Barcelona, a game in hand. And then Atletico Madrid, they lose a heartbreaking match against Getafe, way out of everyone.
2-1,
Y dicen que going into Getafe to play is one of the toughest things in La Liga. Es lo que dicen.
I mean,
who said that? I don't know, but
Getafe sitting pretty at 12th con 33 puntos. They're coasting. They're usually up and down in that system, La Liga 1, La Liga 2. But I mean, if they're taken away from Atletico Madrid as a Barcelona fan, qué bonito, lo bonito, cabrón.
Getafe desde la cuna.
Desde la cuna.
The boy, Correa, el argentino with the red card on his birthday.
I'm dead. He wanted to leave early, bro.
He's like, ay, ya se me hizo tarde.
Hey.
Este partido no se acaba.
Cuidado, cabrones.
¿Quién quiere ahorita? But in the 88th minute, and then in the same 88th minute, Getafe get their goal, and then in the 92nd minute, they get the game winner.
So let's go.
Come on.
That's what we like. By the same dude, Arambarri.
You already know I don't like Correa. I don't know why. He's probably one of my most...
He's that short fool, huh?
Short fool. Anda media así. Got the hair, typical Argentino hair down with like the little specks of color on it.
Yeah.
Bro, that dude, he's booty. And like, I bet you Cholo Simeone got so pissed at him in the locker room. God damn. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's spitfire a couple. Bayer Leverkusen had their chance to bring down Bayern in league points wise because Bayern is way ahead of everyone. But they lost this weekend against Bochum.
Hey,
relegation Bochum. Los poderosos Bochum trying to save themselves from relegation. But then los mensos de Bayer Leverkusen, they lose to Werder Bremen.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Werder Bremen, con todo respeto.
Werder Bremen. I have their jersey, so cuidadito.
I have the same one. We never wear it together.
We got at the same place. Don't tell us that.
I know, and I never wear it because I'm like, Cesar's probably going to wear it. And you have worn it sometimes when I think about it. So, yeah, not great for Bayern. They're taking it all the way. Milan did get a comeback win. They were about to lose 4 in a row. They were down 2-0 over the weekend. They take out Santi Jimenez, put in Tammy Abraham, and then all of a sudden Pulisic goes off. He scores a brace, and then they win 3-2.
To Italian milk.
Yeah, to Italian milk. And I don't know, it's just not a great look for Santi Jimenez that like your team is not producing with you in there. They take you out, and then all of a sudden it's all freaking sunshine and rainbows. Despacito.
He didn't even have a shot on goal.
No, I'm telling you.
No, he did. He had 5 shots. He missed them. He got 2 saves. 3 were off target.
Sometimes mi Santi. Nomás no. All right, let's keep it moving, folks. We got the CONCACAF Champions Cup happening over the past couple of days. MLS took a freaking whooping. They went into Mexico y dijeron, hey, acá no está tu trompas para ayudarte, dijeron. Acá...
Agárrate que aquí es el puro barrio.
Acá está la Shine Bomb y baila cumbias y le gustan las carnitas de Michoacán.
Tango,
No, sí. Cruz Azul, they smacked Seattle 4-1 in La Ciudad Universitaria, which everyone hates apparently.
Yeah, I saw that Twitter beef.
All the fans are supposedly like not wanting to go to games at Seúl because the stadium is in shambles. It's not great. You're far because because
of the track.
Same thing with Barcelona stadium. Supposedly everyone hates the view.
Oh, right. Current stadium.
The current one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're not getting great outings from the fans, but they get a big W. And Vicente Sanchez is slowly solidifying himself as the coach of Cruz Azul.
Yeah, Charlie Rodriguez with the goal. Sepúlveda missed like 2 or 3 headers.
Charlie scored a header, and I saw
pinche chaparro.
On Reddit, people were like, no, he's going to get called up more. It was a solid goal, a solid header.
Yeah, I mean, this Cruz Azul doing really well. Seattle Sounders, the coach came out and said that he always liked playing against them, and it was
against Cruz Azul?
Yeah, it was respeto, algo así. It's like, hey, wait, ¿tú quieres venir a coach in Mexico? Okay.
I know. Dice, yo quiero la América.
But I mean, yeah, MLS losing, or Seattle Sounders losing 4-1 doesn't give a good look for MLS, which is weird. I wish we would have had more competitiveness in Leagues Cup, and maybe it is the travel that these past 2 competitions, 2 Leagues Cup. Por eso los equipos mexicanos maybe don't do as good.
True.
Y ahora sí agarran cuando vienen ellos a México and have that travel, pues se nota.
It's tough. Even the games here in MLS seemed pretty Liga MX dominated. So yeah, Liga MX is having a good time. Tigres was having a great time yesterday. They came back to beat Cincinnati 3-1 yesterday, 4-2 in aggregate. They were down 1-0. And then all of a sudden they turned it on. Guido Pizarro, their new coach, was like, hey, ¿quieren que yo me meta o qué?
Se ponen las pilas.
I still got the cleats right here. Aquí los traigo, eh? Córrenle. And they did.
Un pinche golazo que se echaron, el de Bruneta.
Brunetta's was a banger.
It was a banger. Y que le corre Pizarro a la esquina. ¿Sí no miraste?
Yeah, he forgot he's not a player anymore. I was like,
he ran over there.
I was like, bro, you're a coach now. You're supposed to stay over there.
Yeah, y todo calmado. Nomás check over, go, y ya sigues.
Yeah, no, sure.
And then when he started walking back, did you see when he put his hands in his pockets again? Ya entró modo coach otra vez.
He's like, I'm just the cool guy over here.
Sí.
No, pues, so far doing very good. Guido Pizarro with that team. The players seem to love it. Obviously, they didn't love Paunovic when he was there. And now they get to move on. I think they're going to do a redraw for the rest.
Gotcha.
So I think that should be coming up shortly. Today, folks, we have Monterrey currently tied 1-1 versus Vancouver in Monterrey, which is going to be an interesting one.
Carson FC's playing Club Sport Herediano later today as well.
Nobody's going to watch that one because let's get right into it. We've had El Trio de Clásicos. We had América versus Chivas. We had it last Wednesday. We had it on Saturday. Hey, what? ¿Que no quieres hablar o qué de esto?
No, pues tú vas, tú.
Last Wednesday, Saturday, and now today, like we mentioned, we're about to jump on a live, folks. So if you guys haven't, check out the clips.
We got to keep this short because ya es hora.
You see, yes. Wednesday, last week, a really tight battle. Gerardo Espinosa's first match with Chivas. Everyone's like, what are they going to do? Are they going to come out and attack? Because that's kind of his style, possessive counterattack, like high press and stuff. What is Jardine going to do? Is he going to just masterclass him, like just kill him? It was really tight match, but América with a lot of the possession. Chivas kind of counterattacks, de vez en cuando a ver qué hacían. And then it ends with a Mateo Chavez cross into the box. Your boy Malagon comes out and tries to give it a punches it straight at your boy Cáceres, el YouTuber, and it goes straight in.
Terrible way of attacking the ball from Malagon.
I haven't seen too many people like talking about his form on it or anything. I figure you have to punch it and clear the line. But what did he do wrong?
He tried punching it.
I know, but he should have.
He should have caught it. Porque if you look at it, he got there, right? Mm-hmm. He got there, and the ball wasn't coming as super fast, hard. Right? Porque it came from a header.
It was Mateo Chavez crossed it.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a straight cross. They crossed it to Mateo Chavez.
He got it almost like not like a banger, almost like and just like floated up to Chicharito, who's nowhere in the area.
Sí, pero it was a recross from a cross.
Yeah.
¿verdad? So esos no vienen con tanto poder como the original cross. So if he was already there, he should have caught the ball.
I think he had the space and the time to grab it.
Space and the time to grab it. The way he dove, okay, está bien, pero cáchala.
Yeah.
Retén el balón.
So let's say he gets there and he just didn't reach it. What's
no,
next?
It's because I think what happened is that I'll get to that, but he got there y él tuvo como que, van a venir corriendo hacia mí. Let me just punch it away.
Yep.
Which, okay,
like maybe he'll crash with somebody or something.
Yeah. So como que le tuvo miedo. Pero if you're going to do that, yes, you can try to go up, but at the same time, you just want to make really solid contact. Because if you miss it or you punch it incorrectly, pues no sabes dónde va a quedar.
Yeah, and he didn't.
So you want to get the most on that ball. And it just sucks that it went straight into Cáceres and then it came straight back.
Well, he basically punched it and it almost like net went down, right? Because I figured if you're going to punch it, a rule as a keeper should be it has to go over your line of defense, no? Because like why would you punch it at your defender? It's going to bounce, right? So then I would think if he goes up, this is what I've seen from keeper trainings, right? When the ball goes over you and in like a corner, you have to punch over everyone that's in your box, right? Yeah. So then I figured he has to punch it over Cáceres to like a center mid to hopefully clear it out. But he punches it straight at Cáceres, and that's why it hits his face and goes in.
It's because of the way the ball was coming in.
Yeah.
Por eso.
Yeah, and it was a weird kind of curling, like dropping ball. So, yeah, I mean, that's the big blunder that gave us the one goal that we've had so far in 180 minutes of Clásicos. What do you think of your América not having a single goal in these two Clásicos so far?
It's concerning. It's really concerning. Pero at the same time, last game, we had un cuadro muy alterno. We had like 7-8 players that didn't play that first one. They're not your typical quote-unquote starters. So I'm really interested to see how he changes it back and to see who he's going to put in so we can kind of get an idea of how he's going to play.
Ideally, you would think today, because he has to win, he has to save face, he has to beat Chivas. What he has today, I think, would be what he thinks is the starting 11 or the strongest 11. Yes. Right? And like you mentioned, Chivas had maybe about 3 or 4 subs from the Wednesday match. América had like 7 or 8, including Cota at keeper. But a lot of those players in in the game, just because of Jardinez's style, have been starters because he's played Davila as a starter before.
Yeah.
He's played in Alan Cervantes. He's played in... Who was the starting striker? Was it Henry on Saturday?
No, it was Davila. Davila was their starting striker, yeah. And then he had Del Rosun on one side. He had Diego Valdez. He had Jonathan Dos Santos started, I believe.
In my opinion, I thought the Saturday matchup was even more even until the red card, the Cade Cowell. But I thought Chivas was really confident off of the win on Wednesday. I thought maybe Gerardo Espinosa cooked with them like, hey, you guys, like, ya vieron, cabrones, we can win.
Yeah.
No matter what, we can win. Y con 11 Mexicanos with a new coach, me vale weenie what Jardín does over there.
Yeah.
What we do, cero atrás, cero goles, and then we'll figure out how we score one. And it worked. Even Chicharito looked pretty good against America. Chicharito's job was hold up play, estórbales when we give balls out. And he was doing his job. He was keeping those center backs busy.
Yeah, I think Chivas right now está muy inspirado. Is something that America should really take this game serious because they know Chivas well, on the other hand. Y America, if they get scored on by Chivas in this game, it's going to be a really tough task because Chivas se va a prender. Chivas no les va a dejar espacio. Chivas is going to play to the counter. And if they get that goal, va a valer weenie.
I mean, if Chivas gets the one goal, that's 2 goal difference at that point. It's going to be...
You need 3 at that point for America.
And yeah, they would need 3 because the difference, the tiebreaker is gol de visitante. But yeah, we had some interesting storylines over those 2 matches. If we could just kind of blend them together. I think Mateo Chavez was one of the biggest relevations. All of a sudden, he's the best left back in Mexico.
Yeah.
Because he balled out. He had Sendejas in his pocket for a good amount of the match. Hasta le tiraron Kevin Alvarez like, hey, bro, double team, let's go, do something.
Yeah.
And Mateo Chavez still had a really great match covering both. I thought, especially the Wednesday match, he balled out.
Yeah.
And then Saturdays he held his own. He did come out in the 81st, get a little rest. But no, huge kudos to him. Hopefully he goes to Europe soon.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these Chivas players, like your Jose Castillo, I feel like is long overdue for Europe as well. But
the whole back line was really solid. Tiba had probably one of his best games I've seen in a long time, just solidly defending, not even contributing to attack or whatever. No pasaban.
Sí.
And then even El Oso Gonzalez was looking like a freaking monster out there, bro. He was cooking.
He has a really good rating on football.
Bro, parecía pinche Modric out there.
Jesus Christ.
No, yeah, but I mean, not too much to call out from America. In all honesty, a lot of lackluster performances.
Yeah.
Diego Valdez is not looking like that same Diego Valdez anymore.
We know, yeah.
Sendejas, it's been a while since he's been like on fire.
He was doing well until probably this last game. I think.
I thought he did good on Wednesday. He just wasn't like profundo.
Yeah.
He wasn't even really having shots, but he was still hacía unos quiebres cabrones, and I was like, ay, wait, somebody quiebralo, por favor.
En el tobillo,
yeah.
Pinche chaparro. No, pero yeah, this game is gonna be. I hope, like we said last pod, I hope we get some goals, get some fireworks. I predicted a 2-1, right? Or 2-1 no nos alcanza.
Yeah,
3-1.
Yeah, you had said 2-1. Yeah.
Dang.
You would need a 3-1 at this point.
We need a 3-1.
And I had called out, my big prediction was that if it was low scoring games, Chivas would be happier, would be better off, would be even winning. So far, that's right. El brujo salió otra vez.
Let's go.
You know, I was already talking shit on Twitter with the Eagle Eye podcast dudes. Remember when the tweet that I sent? Just telling them, ¿dónde están, cabrón?
No, espérate al ratito.
Yo voy a andar escondido. No, but yeah, a lot of really good matches, sellout stadiums, which is great. Supposedly this matchup is about to have a sellout stadium as well, and en la Ciudad de los Deportes.
Damn, con que canten la de la banda MS con eso.
Shit's annoying as hell. God damn. No, but a whole bunch of fireworks set up for tonight. So hopefully it gives us a lot to talk about. But yeah, let's just do quick fire of the last couple things in Liga MX. León finally lost, and they lost against Santos. Last place. Last place Santos beat first place undefeated León.
Es todo, mi bendito Santos.
La bendita Liga MX.
What's the owner? El owner de 22 años is cooking.
Irarragorri Junior. Junior. No, hombre. Toluca, they smacked Necaxa 5-2. That one was a lot of fireworks. That's what you're hoping for in today's Chivas America match. Because we all know with 5 goals, who's scoring those 5 goals. Yeah. So I'm hoping for a nice 1-0 de mis Chivas. Algo no pido mucho. And let's bring it on home, folks. Not too much for Liga MX right now because we got to go. But I jumped on, us as Goal-Sided, jumped on the Tectonic Takes podcast. If you guys are Quakes fans, check out their couple games in recap of the season so far. I gave my 2 cents. Now that they finally lost a game, we're coming back to poner nuestros pies a tierra. What did the Quakes season actually mean now? It was a goodie. It was a good time. We love those dudes over there. They're cool guys. So check it out. All right, let's bring it on home with games to watch. Let's go, Cesar.
In La Liga, we have Atletico de Madrid against FC Barcelona. Atletico de Madrid lost last week against Getafe 2-1, and Barcelona has been cooking. They're currently top of the league with Real Madrid just behind them, and then Atletico Madrid in third place. This is a direct competition for the title. It's a really important game looking ahead. So can Barcelona win? Mi Barcelona de mi corazón, or will Simeone cook again?
Let's go. I got the NWSL kicking off this week. The matchup that I'm going to be looking out for, Portland Thorns versus Kansas City Current. These are 2 high-powering offenses that we got going at it in the first week. I can't wait for Bay FC's matchup the following weekend. Ojalá podemos ir. So I'm super excited for the season. Let's get it.
In the Premier League, we got Southampton against Wolves. Can Southampton make the relegation race even more interesting by taking away points from Wolves, who sit right outside relegation zone? It's going to be a good one. Or will the 3 contenders, the 3 teams who came up, are going back down?
You already know.
We'll see.
In British football, English football, but League One, I got a super heavyweight battle. Wycombe Wanderers versus Wrexham. 2nd versus 3rd place. They're fighting for that 2nd place spot, which gets you a direct promotion spot instead of a playoff. So super excited for that. Hopefully my Wycombe Wanderers takes down those TV channel merchants.
Let's go.
All right, folks. Well, we hope that you enjoyed that episode. I didn't bag on Cesar too much. After today's matchup, if Chivas gets a win or if America gets a win, I'm sure the bagging will come full force at that point.
Putazos, doesn't matter who.
On the live, algo así no salgo con black eye. But I appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Subscribe to us on everything. Check out all of our content that we got coming on, and we'll talk soon.
Peace.
Peace.